Hey, welcome to Crime Sketches, where we sketch the untold stories of crime, corruption, and the masterminds behind them. Today, we're diving into a story that seems impossible. A straight-A student, a perfect daughter, a loving family, and a murder plot so calculated, so cold, that it fooled everyone. Until it didn't. This is the story of Jennifer Pan. Jennifer Pan grew up in Markham, Ontario, Canada, in what appeared to be the perfect immigrant success story. Her parents, Huei, Hann and Bich Pan, had fled Vietnam after the fall of Saigon. They came to Canada with nothing and built a comfortable middle-class life through hard work and sacrifice. Like many immigrant parents, they had sky-high expectations for their daughter. Jennifer would be a doctor, a pharmacist, an engineer, something prestigious. And for years, Jennifer seemed to be delivering on that dream. She was a figure skater, played piano beautifully, had perfect report cards, and was supposedly accepted to Ryerson University to study pharmacology. She was the perfect daughter, except none of it was true. Jennifer had been forging report cards since high school, the university acceptance. Fake. She'd failed calculus and hadn't even graduated high school on time. Instead of attending university, she spent years pretending to go to classes, sitting in libraries, creating an elaborate fiction. She forged transcripts, staged a fake graduation ceremony that her parents attended. Her parents were demanding. Curfews were rigid, dating was forbidden. When they discovered she was dating Daniel Wong, a drug dealer, they gave her an ultimatum: break up with him or be disowned. Jennifer couldn't choose, so she lived a double life, pretending to obey while secretly maintaining the relationship. The web of lies grew impossible to maintain. By 2010, everything was collapsing. Jennifer was 24, living at home, still pretending to be a student. Her parents were asking harder questions, so Jennifer made a decision. If she couldn't have the life she wanted with her parents alive, maybe she needed them gone. She contacted Daniel's connections in the drug world and found men willing to commit murder for money. The plan: stage a home invasion, rob the house, kill her parents. Jennifer would be the traumatized survivor who'd inherit everything: the house, insurance money, and most importantly, her freedom. On November 8, 2010, 3 men entered the Pan family home. Jennifer let them in. They tied up Jennifer and her parents, demanded money, ransacked the house. Then they took her parents to the basement, and they shot them both in the head. Bich Pan died. Huei Pan, against all odds, survived. Jennifer played the terrified victim perfectly, crying, shaking, traumatized. But her father remembered something different. He told police he'd seen Jennifer talking freely with the intruders, walking around untied, whispering with them. The police began investigating. Jennifer's 911 call had inconsistencies. Her story kept changing in interviews. The more she talked, the more obvious it became she was the architect. Phone records showed contact with the killers. Text messages outlined the plot. Then one of the hired killers flipped and told investigators everything. Jennifer had planned it all. She'd promised them $10,000, split between 3 men, to kill her parents. $10,000, that's what she valued her parents' lives at. In December 2014, Jennifer Pan was found guilty of first-degree murder and attempted murder. She was sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole for 25 years. Daniel Wong and the 3 hired killers received the same. What makes this case so chilling is the calculated coldness. She sat with her parents at dinner, knowing that night they would die. She visited her father in the hospital after the attack, holding his hand, crying, knowing she'd orchestrated his attempted murder. Huei Pan said he'd forgiven Jennifer, but also said he wished he'd died instead of his wife. Jennifer showed little emotion during the trial, no tears, no visible remorse. Today, Jennifer Pan is serving her life sentence. She'll be eligible for parole in 2035. Her father has moved away, trying to rebuild a shattered life. The case became infamous, a cautionary tale about impossible expectations, pathological lying, and how far someone will go to avoid facing the truth. She almost got away with it. If her father had died, if he hadn't seen her walking freely with the killers, she might have pulled it off. Instead, she's a convicted murderer with 25 years to think about it. Here's a question for you. At what point does parental pressure become an excuse for violence? Jennifer's defense argued she was pushed to the edge by impossible expectations. But does that justify murder? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if stories like this fascinate you, the psychology, the lies, the moment everything falls apart, subscribe to Crime Sketches. Next week's case is even darker. I'll see you there.